Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this turn up a treat. It wouldn't have much use now because of the lockdown that Sydney and Greater Sydney and heaps of other New South Wales locations have also picked up the COVID-19 or the coronavirus. It's all over the place in New South Wales. It's fucked. Some stupid party person transmitted it from Sydney, I think, to Newcastle. So, or there was a party or something, I don't know. Fuck, it's bloody stupid when you get people like that. Goes to show it doesn't take much for one. It just starts with one person and starts it fucking all over the place, just like the man himself in the original Bondi cluster. The limo driver, he should have been wearing a mask and he should have been fully vaccinated before doing his fucking job, and he didn't, so he fucked it up. And he fucked up Sydney, he fucked up Bondi, he fucked up everywhere. He's fucked everything, bitch. Stupid slut. Anyway, what is this? It's a party foil curtain backdrop. No more parties, folks. There's no reason to fucking party anyway when you got this COVID. I was thinking the back of it would look better because it didn't have all this stuff, but I like the actual angle of this. The only thing I don't like is the cardboard bit. I actually think maybe we could just do this side as we were intending. But basically it just takes one idiot and that's what happens, and then everything just goes to rack and ruin. Or because some fucktard just ruined it for everyone. And now we can't have parties. We can't even have fucking weddings, folks. That's how bad it's become. And I've got a partner I'm hoping to marry soon. And I can't marry, even if I find him. And again, I may not be able to be allowed to find him. He might be more than 10 kilometres out away from where I live. I don't think you're allowed to travel any further than 10 kilometres. And it really isn't a good thing. Now that looks really quite nice. We're going to enlarge it more on the vertical and the horizontal. But it just takes one idiot to start the fucking avalanche, and that's it. We're fucked. We're screwed. And now we have to deal with this painfully prolongated lockdown that we just can't seem to shift. The case numbers just keep spiralling out of control. Sometimes I wonder, if there is a God, is there really a God, folks, that allows this shit to happen? Is there really a God? I don't know how some people, you just wonder, folks. How can there be a God if he lets people die of COVID? I just really find, it's a good question, I do believe, it's good to ask questions of things like philosophical type questions, or questions of what if, or not what if as in the holiday company, what if. We're talking real what ifs, real deep and meaningful kinds of what ifs. It would be nice if we could go on a what if holiday, actually. I do want to go on a holiday when I get married to Luigi, but holidays are forbidden. So you just wonder, is there a God, in all of this? Does he work miracles? Does he heal even without miracles? There's a lot of questions, interesting questions I like to ask about stuff. I'm really curious about things. Now, I wonder if that's going to make a good centre, that piece of sparkly, that reflected piece. There's a bit of the, you can't see it very well. Wondering if we're going to leave it like that. But basically, there's a lot of questions that people must be asking. Is there a God? If there is a God, why does he allow death? Why does he allow people to die of COVID or people to get sick. You know, if God really exists, well, why is he allowing this? Yeah, there's a lot of questions about why this, why that. And they're all very valid, folks, I do think. It's always good to ask questions, existential ones especially. But, you know, it's really a tough time we're living in, folks. We're really living in hard times. So it's understandable if people want to ask if there is a God and if why he allows this shit. So now why is that? It's on. I've already got it on, silly duff. But basically, yeah, it's all these questions that people ask, and it's good to ask questions, folks. But one thing you have to do to stop the advance of this disease and therefore end the lockdowns is to get vaccinated. I know that's not deep and meaningful, but it's the only way we're going to get out of this lockdown and ultimately to stifle this illness. And I know we're afraid of dying on AstraZeneca because of the rare blood clot, but the blood clot is rare. You're more likely to die a horrible death on COVID-19, and COVID is so easy to catch, and we have to fucking think. We can't be asking questions about God and existential questions as such, but we got to fucking act and try to snuff out this illness. So get vaccinated, folks. Doesn't matter if it's Pfizer or Astra, although Pfizer is good for like really, really young people, but if you're 18 years and above, you should be able to take the Astra. So the AstraZeneca is easy available compared with Pfizer at this stage. So any vaccine is better than none. Gotta go.